Drummers, double stroke rolls. Right, right, left, left, repeat. I've talked about double stroke rolls before in different videos, and we're talking about them today. If you're struggling with double stroke rolls, today we're going to go over 4 different tips for you to help you craft those better, because I know from personal experience how difficult they can be to learn and to navigate through. So let's go ahead and dive in here to 4 different ways for you to help your double stroke rolls today. The first tip is the fulcrum point exercise. Now, I've talked about this in several of the videos, and this is very basic, but all we're doing, it's important. With double stroke rolls, we have right, right, left, left. As we get faster, we have to depend on that initial first stroke. To get that second, right, right, left, left. So, something that we can do is the fulcrum point exercise. That's where we're gonna find the most bounce, the most bang for our buck here. Finding where, if you just drop the stick naturally, how many bounces are you getting? How many bounces are you getting? You don't wanna be too far up or too far back. So, using that fulcrum point exercise, it's important because when I was learning this, and I remember I was having trouble getting that second bounce, and something that I went back to was the fulcrum point exercise, and just getting used to, okay, why can't I get 2 bounces as I'm getting faster with the double stroke roll? And I just dissected it to its basic form, and I just caught that second bounce. I didn't exert any force. I just did the fulcrum point exercise. 2 bounces, stop it. 2 bounces, stop it. So, essentially, we just want to get used to how that feels between our right hand, our left hand, and then together. And then eventually, we'll be able to get that faster, but it's important to get that fulcrum point exercise down and to get used to just the optimum amount of rebound that you can get. And I also recommend the middle finger fulcrum. There's no right or wrong way, as I always say in videos. So tip 2, this is actually what you'll hear a lot, and I still recommend that, and it's just to practice right, right, left, left with your wrists and with your fingers, and both of them, just getting used to right, right, left, left, and always spend time working there, starting slow, building up speed, and slowing down again, practicing with a metronome, and then even practicing without a metronome. So getting used to just the double stroke roll, and then also evenness between your hands. Is your right hand and your left hand even? Does the volume sound similar? Work on how you may look. There's a mirror over here.
The practice mirror.
And work on how that feels and how it looks and how it sounds. And so as you do alternating right, right, left, left, as a double stroke is, also practice together to get that evenness. So, it's kind of like a tip 1 comes after you've practiced tip 2. As you speed up, naturally you're not going to be able to keep up with your wrists, and that's where the first tip will come in, that fulcrum point exercise. Instead of letting go of the stick and letting it bounce, you're throwing it down. Kind of like the push-pull in a way. Different grips, you can do it. So, do those things. The fulcrum point's going to help you out as you're doing the tip number 2 and getting faster. You're going to have to depend on gravity and on those bounces. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every single time we upload a video here. But what are your thoughts on the double stroke roll? Is there anything that you do to help your double stroke rolls or to implement within your practice? Let me know in the comments below. Back to the video. Tip number 3, and this is something that I did back in the day and I still do to this day, and it's practicing double stroke rolls on different surfaces. I'll practice on the snare drum, on the cymbals, And as hard as it is for me, I try practicing that on the toms too. So getting used to how that feels, because you're gonna have probably more rebound on the snare, probably a little bit more on the cymbals, and then probably less rebound on the toms. And then also, the practice pad too. You wanna practice on this. And then there's, most of the time on practice pads, different surfaces where one may not give you as much rebound. So, do that. Number 4, practicing your double stroke rolls in different variations of double stroke rolls. We have the double stroke roll, which is right, right, left, left, repeat. As you saw on the card here, right, right, left, left, repeat. So there are variations of the double stroke roll we have that are important, because sometimes you're practicing a rudiment and you don't know why you're practicing it. You don't know where you can make it applicable within the music. And with double stroke rolls, you can do all kinds of things with them, and there's nothing, as I always say, right or wrong about how to practice or how to go about implementing those within your playing. We have the double stroke roll. We have the 5 and 6 stroke roll, which is just a variation of the double stroke roll, all the way up to 17 stroke roll. You know, we got 15 stroke roll, 13 stroke roll, 11 stroke roll, and all these are different variations. 9 and 10 stroke rolls, and maybe we'll do videos of these later on. 7 stroke rolls. So we're just gonna take the 5 stroke roll, and we're gonna take the 9 stroke roll. So right now you can take these variations of the double stroke roll and apply them in just regular drum beats, because that's, well, like I said, we're trying to make this more applicable to your music. So taking the 5 stroke roll, all it is just right, right, left, left, right, or left, left, right, right, left. So if you were just to take the typical rock beat, you could do those 5 stroke rolls on the hi-hat if you wanted to, as you build the speed up of those. So I applied it both between the hi-hat and then also on the snare. And then you could do things like so just making that more applicable, because it is a shorter variation of the double stroke roll, because we just do right, right, left, left, right, or left, left, right, right, left. We can also take the 9 stroke roll and do the same thing. And so the 9 stroke roll, all it is right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Or left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. And same thing there. It's a little bit longer than the 5 stroke roll, but the same thing. So you're just able to do the same thing there, applying it between the hi-hat, the snare, between both of them. You can take it around the kit. So using these different variations of double stroke rolls, you're going to be able to make things more applicable within your playing and as you're jamming and creating songs with other musicians. So I also recommend practicing with that weaker hand, building it up. Try to make it even better than your dominant hand, and you will see results. Use all these tips, and you're going to get better at your double stroke rolls.